Hey, how's it going there, you old pal Jim, super picker, flippin' duo? I'm in the car right now, or I'm heading to Lowe's to pick up some more paper because we ran out of packing paper and I needed to ship an item that was sold over the weekend and I kind of forgot yesterday while we were out. So got to run and do that. While I'm doing that, I'm going to pick up some breakfast for me and Ashley and then we're going to get to shipping. So, um, yeah, just thought I'd throw the old camera on, shoot a quick intro to our shipping video that we're going to do this morning. And because we didn't do a video over the weekend, started to record twice. Because I took 2 Spark orders on Saturday, 2 Spark orders on Sunday, but that was it. I was just fed up with it. So I'm not going to do Spark anymore. That era is done. Um, it's just it brings stress to my life, and it doesn't make me that much money. So there's no reason to pursue it any further. So that's cut out. Um, the customers are okay. The Spark customers are okay. The customers in store are 50-50. When I deal with them, the employees in the store are also 50-50. Managers in the store are mostly shit. Um, the store that I work at. So I'm just not going to do it. It just every time I go out, I just sit there and I'm like, yeah, this is not worth it. So I'm not going to do it. So no more Spark on this channel. If you're here for delivery content, because that's what this channel was founded on, as a delivery channel. We were doing DoorDash and all of that fun stuff way back in the day, over a year ago. We're not doing that anymore because uh, we've evolved from that. So, uh, and we've gotten back to where both Ashley and I have been successful uh, before having to go to delivery and having another setback and another setback that kept us in that delivery space. Now we're comfortable enough with, okay, just cutting that out of our lives. So, um, so that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to do this eBay thing 100%. Um, and yeah, so if you're here because you found us because of our eBay content, thanks so much for finding us. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching, liking, leaving a comment, all of that great stuff. Um, it really does help us out a lot. Um, it validates what we do on this channel, makes me feel like, I'm bringing value to this space. Even if it's not new information, it might be entertaining. It might be, little nuggets that I don't think are nuggets that someone is finding value in. So thank you for that. And keep leaving your comments, throwing those thumbs ups. If you don't like something, I don't care. Give me a thumbs down. Give me a disparaging comment. Give me an opposing point of view. Um, but let's have a healthy discussion about it. Okay, let's not go sour. Because I will probably defeat you. I've got a lot of experience in that realm, if you will. So we're gonna pick up some paper, some breakfast, get to shipping, and get on with the rest of our day. We will be doing a sales update video with what I've sold over the weekend. That'll be out tomorrow, which will be Wednesday for you guys. And yeah, so let's get to shipping.
Really?
What? All right, so we've already shipped Careers for Girls. Ashley shipped it while I was out in the truck looking for. I have a little clip-on microphone that I'm looking for, but I can't seem to find. This we packed yesterday. I needed paper to fill the box, and I got something else we need to ship today that I need paper fill for. That's what I was out this morning for. This is an Aquasana countertop water filter system. Filtered water. I don't know. You fill it with water. It comes out cleaner than tap water. If you don't have a water filter in your fridge or built into your sink, this is a solution, which I guess is good for like RV life, maybe a tiny house situation, things like that. So, yeah. I didn't need a whole lot of paper for this, just enough to top off the box. I'm going to get this out of the way. It's actually 9 pounds, which is a bit heavier than I thought. We did sell some stuff overnight, which I was surprised at because our sale ended. Oh, I already printed the label. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Um, Sale ended, so we sold stuff at full price overnight. And it all went free shipping, so not even, second day, anything like that. Battleship 1984 is up next. Everything sold free shipping, so nobody took advantage of any of the expedited shipping options that I had. Which just solidifies my thoughts on free shipping. I have now 3 different shipping options for folks. If they want to pay for shipping, they can do just regular old priority mail shipping for basic expedited like services. That's like entry level expedition, if you will. Then we have second day, FedEx second day, and then we have FedEx overnight. Now, obviously, those last two are going to be like, only in extreme circumstances, but the price difference between priority and the free shipping options is usually, maybe $15 at most if you want the priority services, and people aren't willing to pay that. So it doesn't fit in this bag. So by me offering I'm still gonna offer free shipping. Like that's just, there's a definite benefit to that in my book. And by me offering shipping options on my listing where the customer can pay if they want to, and they're just not willing to. So, okay. If they're willing to wait, then I will gladly get them their stuff the economical way on my dime. That's fine. And I toyed with the idea of keeping shipping options on there, 3 pounds, after the holidays, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I just don't like that. 20, 10, 2. I don't like the way that offers come in. It doesn't tell you whether the customer chose the shipping option or not because they haven't checked out yet. They haven't completed that part yet. So, you just don't know. And that's a big thing with taking an offer. Am I paying for shipping? Are they paying for shipping?
Did you pull the car off?
No.
Were we using the car or the
I don't know. Why?
I was gonna start loading.
Oh. We can use the car, I guess. Conair hair curler set. We sold this cheap. What did we sell this for? $28? 27?
Yeah.
27 bucks. It's been sitting a while. I don't know if I even want to bubble wrap it, but we will. So yeah, since the offer doesn't come in saying, this buyer is choosing this shipping option, I don't know whether to go back with, a lower, like if they're paying for shipping, then I can lower my threshold for what I'm willing to take. So after I guess after tomorrow, I'm going to pull all of my paid shipping options off. Now, should I bag it? Yeah, it's in a box already.
What size is it?
I don't know. $13, 7, 6. I'm gonna bag it.
It's going FedEx, I would say, box set. I don't think it's gonna change your weight all that much.
It's 3 pounds. £3 as it sits now. If I bag it, it'll go over by an ounce.
It's still gonna be the same. Oh, that's at 12. You'd have to do 15.
Yeah.
15.
Right.
15.
7. 15, 12. Yeah.
No, doesn't change the price.
All right, customer. You win. We'll box it. So, yeah, we're going back to free shipping only. And then we'll upgrade shipping at our discretion. Until eBay can figure out a way to let sellers know that customers are paying for shipping. My wedding ring has been falling off like crazy. Yeah, till eBay can figure out a way to let sellers know that they're choosing a shipping option, an expedited shipping option. Which I think the easiest thing to do is to have the customers choose that option before sending out the offer. And then having them commit to that option post offer. Like they're already committing them basically now 100% to, if this offer is accepted, you're going to pay this price. Just throw the shipping in there.
Well, I think what confuses it is that you have multiple options.
Right. But they can choose the option, say, submit this offer with this shipping option so that the seller can see they chose next day shipping. They want to send you a best offer of $25 instead of $30. Do you accept it? And then in that case, I could say, well, yeah, because they're paying 100% of the shipping cost. Now that $8 of shipping cost that I would have paid is gone. Next up is this Fellows diskette storage. You may remember that from the last haul video. Blank storage, blank media storage is always, not always, typically a good buy. The way I packed it and I wrapped it, I can't close the sides down, tape it down without touching the actual item, so I'm just going to leave it open since I'm boxing it anyway. I'm just going to do that. It's not going to hurt anything. I probably don't even need to bubble wrap it. 2 pounds, 10.86. But it's just showing that extra effort. Next up, sale of the day, mystery date. This is a $6 buy from our last haul video. Yeah. Sold it for $101.25. So this one we saw a bunch of offers last week. Now you're dropping there. A bunch of offers for like $20, $30, $40, even got up to $50. The only other new sealed mystery date was up for $150 plus $20 shipping. And that's to my location. So I don't know if it's calculated shipping. It wasn't 20 even. It was like 19 and change. So I assume that's calculated shipping. So I was telling people when I made a counter offer, I went from, $101 down to like $90. And I said, you can take my offer, or you can buy the only other one on eBay for $170. Because that's what it is. $150 is what they're asking plus shipping, which is the shipping that I'm seeing. So, nobody bid. The highest price offer I got after negotiation was $155.
155?
I'm sorry, 55. And that customer was like, this is all that I can pay. And I'm like, then I'm sorry, you just can't have it. Like, I can't give you that good of a deal, because even if you go into sold listings, like they're selling for, even if you go back historically, like $80 to $90. Like, I'm not going to sell it to you for nearly half of what it typically sells for just because you can't afford it. Like, can't afford it, you can't afford it. Like, get a better job or, whatever. Like, find a different present is basically where we're at with that. I'm sorry. And you can't let eBay buyers guilt you into selling stuff at what they're willing to pay for it in some cases. in most cases, actually. £3, 12, 11, 4. Yeah, because they will tell you whatever they need to tell you to get you to sell them that item at that price. You don't know if these are resellers themselves, they're going to list it on another platform or whatever the case is. You know, or they have the money, they just don't want to part with it. You just don't know. So stick to your guns, stick to your research, and don't be afraid to hold on to it for another little bit. I mean, this is only a day or two that I held on to it longer, and I got my full asking price. So
Do you want to add?
no, because it's only $1 over.
Oh, but that's if you go with.
Right, go with the top one.
Okay. Okay.
um yeah, so you can. And the best offer I sent to that person was $75 because I only paid 6. So I realized that I'm making money at $55. Yes, like I'm still making good money, but I also want to preserve the market on these items. Pictionary, by the way, Pictionary first edition. We sell a crap ton of these. Um, I want to preserve market value for other sellers. I don't want to tank data. Um, so when these buyers come in and they're like, "Oh, this is all that I can afford," then you can't afford it. Like that's just the way it is. Sorry. Um, and I don't say that to them unless they're pissing me off, which I have done, by the way, because they'll say you're not reading my messages. I'm telling you this is all that I can afford. When they start getting like that, and I'm like, I'm reading your messages. I'm telling you, you can't afford it. Like, that's what I'm, flat out, try to be less poor. Just, I would never, ever say that. Um, but yeah, I mean, these are not necessity items. These are, at this point, luxury items. Like, board games is not a necessity. You don't need a board game to survive. You're not eating it unless you're like really weird. There's no nutritional value in it. Um, it's a luxury thing. Just if you can't afford it now, make a plan, afford it later. I may still have it at that point. And I've had plenty of people message me and say, "Will you take this? This is all I have right now." And I say, "No, I'm sorry. You know, this item's only been listed for 3 days, so I'm not willing to go that low quite yet. If you message me in 2 weeks, let's see where you are, and we'll see where I'm at. If I still have it, I may be willing to go a little bit lower. We'll see how much you've got. If we can meet somewhere in the middle, then let's do it. And usually I don't hear from them, and usually I sell it in between that point. But just usually I treat people with that level of respect at least, just when they message me, like, hey, this is all I've got right now.
£4, 28.
Yeah. Like, okay, if that's all you got, I can't do anything with that right now. But you can still message me in a couple weeks. I'm still open to it, just not right now. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. So next up is this vintage Payday, by the way, 1974. I think we sold this for 35, somewhere in there. And we're still selling board games, even though none of this is going to arrive by Christmas, by the way. This is all basically guaranteed to arrive after Christmas.
Yeah, so I was gonna leave the car.
I'm surprised that's staying. My stack there. And customers should know that none of this is going to arrive on time. So, and I have gotten a couple of messages this weekend with where's my stuff. And I'll run a missing mail search before then, and I'll say, ran a missing mail search. Hopefully that kickstarts something. It's just this time of year, you know, this mail runs slow. It's just the way it goes, you know. And typically I don't hear from customers after that, because as long as you attempt the solution, they understand that there's nothing that you as the seller can do. You know, as long as you've provided a tracking number on time, it's all in God's hands now, really. I mean, it's not a whole lot you can do. So I think next one or two is stuff that's sold overnight just before our cutoff, right?
I guess this guy sold overnight.
Yeah.
But the last thing is a geotrack. That sold something.
Yeah. That drop mix or whatever the hell it's called.
Oh,
Did that has to go today?
I think so.
Yeah. So Payday is 3 pounds.
Not 18.
Huh?
It's not 18. There's no way.
I put 18 pounds in there?
No, you put 18 inches.
No. 22, 11, 2. Did it change the price?
Nope.
Yeah. See, so even though I put in 18 inches and it's really 22 inches long, it didn't change the price at all. All right. Next up, Linkamel's Sloth. Sold this guy for 35.
Right?
Yeah, 37.50. 37.50.
37?
37.50, which is a weird number because I thought I sold them after the sale was over. I guess I did. Bought them for $3.75. So it was $5 on 25% off sale.
Let me go get the car or the truck.
Car
You empty?
in my coat pocket. So today I think the plan is to hit the local thrifts and prep and list. and start cleaning up this place. I did have a whole stack, a whole bag of sports cards that I should not have bought from a thrift store. I don't know, probably 6 months ago. And I went through that whole bag and it alleviated so much space down here. Um, After doing that, I'm like, wow, we got to get rid of all of this junk now. And all of this junk and just, yeah, get it all cleaned up. So now that things are slowing down and we can kind of take our heads out of the sand a bit, that's what we're going to do. But we still have to keep the wheels in motion. Because we still have some growing to do. So we're going to continue, of course, to list and prep and do all of the daily work that we have to do. And just keep going on that front. And a while ago, I mentioned that I wanted to get more into clothing. Ashley was not excited about that. So we discussed, and I think the next chapter, the next category we're going to get into is books. We're going to try to get more into books and see how that does, because books is one of those hit or miss things where for us, like, we really have very limited knowledge. Like, we know something like those manga books. Okay, we know a manga book when we see it. We know a series book when we see it, like the Babysitter's Club books, the like Nancy Drew books do well. Hardy Boys, of course. Trixie Belden's, we sold those, or we might still have it, but we know to look at those. Stuff like that. So next up is this drop mix board. This is just the board, no cards included. This guy sold for $35. So we know to look for series, but I want to start digging into like and like school books. We know school books, whether it's homeschooling, college books, stuff like that. Okay, we get that. Coffee table books, it's stuff like that. Coffee table books and other first editions, things like that. We want to get into more. What worries me about that category is it is a constant, like, you have to look up everything. It's not a, browse the shelves and look for a brand like clothing. Like, you can skip all of the Walmart branded stuff, all the, whatever, the St. John Bay stuff typically doesn't do well, or, that kind of thing. All the Amazon alphabet soup shirt brands that no one's ever heard of before, like, yeah, you can skip those. With books, you can't, because you never know. You can't be an expert on everything in books. You can just scroll through and pick out what you know, but what are you leaving behind? And there's no like, this feels like quality type thing with books. So that's where we're going next, books. we'll see how that does for us. We'll give that a shot today. I mean, the fact that on eBay we can scan now and just scan the ISBN numbers, like that's very helpful to give us a quick idea of what books sell for and the popularity of books just by scanning the ISBN number. Will help things go along faster. So we don't have to type in titles and authors and all that. So big plus there. So we'll give that a shot a little bit today. Maybe go through like a shelf at a thrift store and see what kind of results we get with the books around here. And see if that's something we can get into for the future. I'm thinking so, but I don't know. I know there's a lot of book sellers, so they got to be onto something, right? So, hope. So because this item box is quite long, I just double bag it, slip the bag around one side and around the other side. So this item does take 2 bags. Which, you know, if you're worried about that kind of thing, you can factor that into your buy cost. It also takes a little more tape because you have to tape up some extra loose edges and things. Not a whole lot, but that's the end result. Still looks like one bag, except there's an extra piece of tape here and here, or here and here. And yeah, that's that. Yeah, it's 25 inches long, so it's a big one. See what that does to our shipping costs now. Get into that. £5, 24, 12, 3. $6.79 to ship it. Not bad at all. Get that. Yeah, one last thing to ship. It's a GeoTrack set. It is this crane with tracks. And I think that's all there is in it, just the crane and the tracks. That's what I need paper for, really. That's what I went out this morning for. And oh, we're out of tape. Oh. Might be able to just put this whole bag in. Yep. Just, and basically all I'm doing is papering on the bottom, paper on the top and side, and it's good to go. The type of paper that I use is contractor's paper from Lowe's. It's not budging. It's providing a lot of protection. And Geo tracks are pretty solid plastic, so you're not going to hurt it. Not too much can go wrong here. So as long as it's cushioned from this, any side, damage, side impact rather, you're good to go. So that's all he wrote. This one's just going to Pennsylvania. It's not a big deal on the shipping costs either. I could take.
You can take that.
Yeah. So that's all we got, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. All that happy horseshit. We'll catch you next time.